Let's start with this. The SAPS management in the Eastern Cape has expressed concern about a circulating, story that is, of course, rumours around the children who died at a tavern in Enyobeni. And of course, we've seen some are suggesting that there was tear gas. Others are suggesting that there may have been chemicals that have been as a result of, in fact, a result of someone walking in and spraying them. And this may have caused the deaths of these youngsters. So quite a lot is in the public domain, but the SAPS saying that this should not be, as they are still investigating. Let's speak to Brigadier Quinana now, who is going to be talking to us about this particular story. Brigadier, thank you so much for your time this evening. We've seen various, versions that are doing the rounds on social media and in some media publications. Is there any truth to this?
Good evening, Bongiwe, and to the viewers at home. We are saying at this stage there is no truth to these reports. You will remember that in one of our statements released by the SAS after the incident, we made it very clear that we recognize the concerns and the anxiety that people have after the tragic incident, and that they would obviously need answers urgently so. However, once we understand this urgency, we are appealing for calm and patience with the process of the investigation. Great work has already been done by the detectives at the scene and, during the autopsies. But we are saying, let us not speculate, for that is going to cause confusion into the outcome of our investigation. We appealed earlier that we need to give space and reasonable time to our detectives so that they can conclude their investigation and come up with something that will make us all, satisfied with the work that they have done.
And where do you think, though, that these rumours are coming from? Because we have been seeing in the public domain a lot of talk around whether or not there was tear gas here. Some of the learners are sharing their own experiences, be it on social media or even on television platforms.
Yes, we do see these, reports and, in the social media platforms. But what we are saying as the SAPS, the only official platform that is going to be informing the public and the relevant, families is the South African Police Services after the outcome, after the report has been made available by the relevant authorities. As it is now, we have not spoken about the cause of death because there is no report suggesting anything in that regard.
So let's then talk about this particular investigation, because there's also quite a lot that is also coming out on that front. We do know now that there is a criminal investigation. This comes at the back of the charges that were laid by the Liquor Board in the Eastern Cape. This afternoon on the show, we also spoke to the Buffalo City Municipality. The spokesperson there talks about some of the flouting of the processes that are glaring. For example, even the structure where the shebeen is being held does not seem to be meeting compliance because there are no papers that are there in terms of applications. Let's talk about the SAPS investigation when it comes to the criminal charges now, as to where it is at the moment.
You will recall, that the case was only opened yesterday. And of course, the detectives have already started with the work on the ground. They are consulting and meeting with different, witnesses in different places according to the information that would have been supplied to them. And I can tell you that once that process as well has been finalized, we are likely to see the case being brought before court for prosecution and conviction where it is necessary to do so.
And what then do you say to members of the community who say that they've been reporting this particular matter and they have not been getting the required action, and it seems like things are happening now that a tragedy has befallen them, and some saying that this case may not even go anywhere given the particular responses that they've been getting from the SAPS over time, especially when it comes to this tavern not closing on time? So there's a lot of allegations now. So what do you say to those who do not believe that the SAPS will rise to the occasion here?
I think I would say that, Bongiwe, let us be judged by the work that we would have done after this, investigation. If there is any information that people have before this incident, they must bring it forward. Obviously, that information is going to assist us, in getting to know what exactly has been happening and what we need to do in terms of our investigation.
All right, Brigadier, we'll touch base with you and see what exactly happens here, because there's quite a lot that is coming out in the public domain, and I'm sure a lot of people, including parents, are waiting for answers. Let's see what becomes of this investigation. As you say, the case was opened yesterday. Let's see then how your men, in fact, do proceed from this one. That is Brigadier Thembinkosi Kinana, the spokesperson for the SAPS in the Eastern Cape.